Welcome, join Bad Gang.
I'm good.
Well, look good. In shape.
Blowing deep, huh?
Where we at?
Huh? It's not many Nigerians around these parts, so whenever there's a Nigerian, I gotta speak.
Now you know.
What's up, bro? How you doing? What's up? How you doing, dude? You good? Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, it's of course.
Look at whole Nigeria,
What's up, Gilly? Hey, brother. Long time no see.
Where was you the week before?
You look younger. It's the hair.
Israel Adesanya has officially stepped into Kamaru Usman's training camp for the very first time, and the chemistry between these two former champions is already turning heads. They're exchanging wrestling and grappling work, with both former champions pushing each other through intense, high-level rounds to sharpen every layer of their game.
Tricky. Mr. 419 LA. Mr. 419, got tricks though.
How you been?
Been great. Working quietly. You know, when you're quiet for a while, everyone, he's done, he's this, he's that, he's this. You know, and I'm sure easy. Of course, you experience it. When you go quiet for a little bit and you're not showing them everything, they feel like, he's gone, he's forgotten. But no, we're quiet, we're working. When it's time to pop out, we pop out again. So,
Is this the first opportunity that you guys have had to train together?
train together, yes. We trained in the same gym before once. When he came down, I want to say over 10, 12 years ago. But we didn't really get a chance to train together because...
On a related note, Kamaru Usman has been training with Justin Gaethje's coach, Trevor Whitman, a move that could signal some interesting adjustments to his game heading into his next camp.
Good. That felt good and solid. You didn't change the speed at all. Yep. Yeah, good. Yeah. Oh my God, there is such a difference. You barely touched me with that one. That one felt 50%. Oh, there.
It's been great to do these camps together. Man, he feels sharp, I feel sharp. Like it's been great to like grind together through this brotherhood. Yeah, I'm excited to watch him show out and get back out there for myself too.
Adding fuel to the fire, Dricus du Plessis is absolutely fired up and can't wait to share the cage with Kamaru Usman, making it crystal clear that he wants the toughest fight available and isn't about to duck anyone.
July 18th, Oklahoma City. Dricus still knocks du Plessis back in the UFC octagon. We've been waiting and waiting for this announcement. We finally have it.
Yeah, I mean, you think you've been waiting, I've been waiting. You know, we've been talking about the fight for a long time. He's mentioned the fight way before we made the fight, and I said, well, cool, I'll take that fight. Because now people say, why don't you fight Imamov? I don't mind that fight either. I want to fight somebody that gets me to my title again. Kamaru Usman is arguably the best welterweight ever, you know, alongside with George St. Pierre, if you go on title defense and all that. So he started his career out at middleweight, has a win over Sean Strickland, had that very close fight with Hamza Chimaev, and that's why I wanted this fight.
Building on that, Usman highlights the importance of mental flexibility, sharing how he's had to learn to perform even when his routine gets thrown off. He gives an example of being forced to warm up in just 10 minutes instead of his usual 30, and how adapting to those moments without panicking has become just as critical as the preparation itself.
I had to be able to adjust my mind. Okay, we still go out there and perform. We still go out there, especially in the fight game. You know, you go out there, two quick knockouts, boom, boom, boom. You thinking you've got 30 minutes to warm up and stuff. They're like, no, they're coming back. You got 10 minutes. And it's like, oh, I got 10 minutes. I can't get my whole routine in.
Speaking of veterans making big moves, Kamaru Usman is heading up to middleweight at 39 years old, chasing meaningful fights and another crack at gold in a new division. The former welterweight king appears to be betting on himself as he enters the later stage of his career, and the jump to 185 pounds could set up some fascinating matchups against the division's top dogs.
Kamaru Usman is moving up to the welterweight division. Kamaru Usman is also 39 years old, so certainly not a spring chicken. We've heard all the stories about his knee issues and stuff like that.
My knees, oh my God, my knees. I've had 5 knee surgeries.
I saw you limping. Did you have one recently?
I just had surgery. The funny thing is, Ali makes fun of me, my manager, all fight week. If you saw me, you would think this guy was like a zombie.
But let me tell you, the man has still got it.
But when I walked through that door to fight the Nigerian Nightmare,
of course, he went on an absolute tear at welterweight, took the title from Tyrone Woodley, defended against Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal, Gilbert Burns. Masvidal again knocked him out cold, clean right.
Turning to the middleweight mix, Michael Bisping breaks down Dricus du Plessis as a real threat despite his recent loss to Khamzat Chimaev. He points to the South African's physical strength, awkward grappling, and unorthodox striking as tools that still make him a dangerous night out for anyone at 185 pounds.
See, a man that isn't hard to beat. Outside of Khamzat Chimaev, Dricus du Plessis was on an absolute tear, knocking out people like Robert Whittaker, dropping him with a jab. Israel Adesanya submitted him, face cranked him. Sean Strickland, of course, he beat him twice, and he also beat Derek Brunson, Darren Till with a face crank as well. If Dricus du Plessis can get his arms around your neck, you are in a lot of trouble. He has got face cranks for days. Also, so does Khamzat Chimaev. Remember what he did to Robert Whittaker? Just destroyed his teeth. It was absolutely crazy. But we're not talking about Khamzat, although that is a connecting fight between these two guys. Now, MMA math doesn't stack up, but if it did, you could say that Usman did a lot better than Dricus du Plessis.
Now, MMA side pros weighed in and called Kamaru Usman a top guy, a reminder that even at 39 and moving up a division, the former welterweight king still commands respect from those who know the sport best. It's not just reputation talking, it's a recognition of his wrestling pedigree, his cardio, and the kind of fight IQ that has carried him through some of the toughest matchups in UFC history. While some may question the move to middleweight, the pros seem to believe that Usman's skills translate, and that he's still capable of causing serious problems for anyone at 185 pounds.
DDP versus Kamaru Usman makes a whole lot of sense, especially now, because Kamaru Usman, we have seen him at 185, but that was on a few days' notice, and it was against Khamzat Chimaev, and I'll remind you that he was far more competitive with Khamzat Chimaev than Dricus du Plessis was. So it makes me very interested to see what can happen with Dricus versus Kamaru, because Kamaru Usman, skill for skill, is one of the best fighters in the world. I mean, when it comes down to legacy in this sport, he was well on his way to potentially taking George St. Pierre's top spot as a welterweight. Obviously, that got derailed by the head kick from Leon Edwards, and at this point, I understand a former champion wanting to get back to a belt, but it really is impossible at welterweight.
On the flip side, a statement win for Usman at middleweight could fast-track him right into the title picture, especially if he backs it up with a dominant performance and a memorable post-fight call-out that gets the crowd buzzing. At 39, he knows every fight counts, and a convincing victory at 185 pounds would not only silence any doubts about his move up but also put the division's top names on notice that he's still a serious threat. The way he looks in there and what he says afterward could be just as important as the win itself when it comes to securing that next big opportunity.
If he gets through, and I said this on the broadcast, if he can beat Dricus du Plessis, right, you got to be thinking that maybe he's going to fight for a belt, because he's coming up to middleweight for a reason. Of course, he's almost 40 years old, and those weight cuts get harder, okay? But he wants meaningful fights. He wants to be a champion again, and of course, you can't do this forever. If he beats Dricus du Plessis, that's a big fight. That's going down in Oklahoma City.
On that front, Chael Sonnen frames this clash as a true super fight between two former champions, but he can't shake the feeling that the UFC might be cooking up something bigger behind the scenes that hasn't been revealed to the public just yet.
You're going to bring him out of his weight class, and you're going to put him against a former world champion. And that is as close to a super fight as it gets. A super fight, by definition, is the reigning champion of this division against the reigning champion of this division. Fine, but this is as close as it gets without being it. You have a former champion of this division and a former champion of this division. I mean, it's as close as you get to a super fight. This thing is huge. These boys are going to go off to Oklahoma and they're going to fight for 5 rounds. For what? For what? And don't kid yourself, guys. There's an answer there. It just hasn't been...
So there you have it. Kamaru Usman moves up to middleweight to take on the always dangerous Dricus du Plessis in a fight that could shake up the entire 185-pound division. It's a classic clash of styles, the wrestling pedigree and fight IQ of a former welterweight king against the raw power, pressure, and unpredictability of a champion who thrives in chaos. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our fight breakdowns, previews, and analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Stay sharp, fight fans.